What's up everyone, it's Tube, and today we're gonna take a look at a few things you may not have known about in Pokemon X and Y. I certainly didn't know too much about any of these until experimenting recently, and it turns out a lot of you on Twitter didn't actually know about these either, which made this video something I just had to make. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top 5 things you may not have known about in Pokemon X and Y. Being rated E for everyone, Pokemon games have always laid low on the explicitness instead of expanding to bigger things, but they've also always included small things in each game. Before you beat the game, if you go into one of the houses in Anastar City, you'll find an old man depressed about the death of his wife, requesting to take care of one of your lower leveled Pokemon. If you return to his home after beating the game, you'll find the Pokemon you lent him alongside a Comet Shard and a note which thanks you for helping him in his last moments. You pretty much end up helping the man and allowing him to pass away happily, but if you never lent him a Pokemon in the first place, he will not pass away and will remain depressed in his home. It's your call. You can either lend him a Pokemon and allow him to pass away happily, or not lend him a Pokemon and allow him to live, but live depressed. With the new player search system, or PSS, you may have traded and battled with others, whether it was a passerby or a friend. But the PSS is slightly flawed and doesn't have much support for interaction, which easily leads to scamming. There's no way to chat with others, especially passerbys in-game, making it really hard to work things out and easy to lie. Before Pokemon came out, people were offering supposed 5IV Pokemon like Dittos, asking for prized Pokemon like Shinies, and a lot of people got scammed with average Pokemon, and it happens today too. And while there isn't a good solution to this, there is a feature in the trading screen that allows you to look at the summary of the Pokemon the other person is offering. It allows you to look at their stats, ability, nature moves, and more, which can help people determine if the opponent is trading what they claim they are. You can confirm its nature and calculate the IVs it has if it's at a high enough level. Unfortunately, this feature isn't available on the GTS where it's most needed, but hopefully Game Freak changes things up in future games. If you're a big fan of Pokémon-Amie, you may have experienced this. Maximizing the affection of a Pokemon in Pokémon-Amie can trigger a few extra things in-game. At max affection, this Pokemon, when not in its Mega form, gains 20% more experience, gains vastness to sometimes even avoid attacks with 100% accuracy, can often endure any attacks to survive with 1 HP instead of fainting, can heal its status conditions, and has a higher chance at landing critical hits. Now, if that isn't overpowered, I don't know what is. An average Pokemon with these benefits can easily gain the upper hand. You can also pat and congratulate your Pokemon during battles, though it has no effect. But it's important to note that this system was introduced to aid the player in completing the game, and only for that purpose. So during any kind of competitive battles, these Pokemon do not gain these effects. Meaning while you can enter the battle maze or challenge your friend in a Wi-Fi battle with these overpowered Pokemon, the additional benefits that come from its max affection are nullified. But with the Pokémon-Amie returning in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, this may be something you'll want to try out during the storyline. Trainer customization was a huge bonus in X and Y that everyone loved. For once, you felt like you were playing the game and not just controlling a character. Male or female, a lot of players enjoyed customizing their character to their liking and changing their outfits pretty frequently from time to time. But did you know that you could create up to 6 presets of your favorite outfits? After making these presets, you can easily switch back and forth with literally one click. It's actually a very convenient addition, and if you didn't know about it, you should definitely try it out. Lumio City, the city where you get lost after one step and everywhere you turn it looks the same. I thought Castelia City was tough to get used to, but Lumio City just took it to another level. I'm pretty sure nobody would be able to get around without those cabs everywhere. It almost seems like the city was made to be confusing, so you'd be forced to take cabs and blow your money. Many of you may know that having max style would give you the advantage of only needing to pay half the price on cab rides, which can help you save a lot of money when looking for areas. But have you ever thought what would happen if you didn't have the money to pay the driver? When you try to use a cab without the proper funds, the driver will take you to an alley and challenge you. The driver will either have a low-leveled Sandile, a high-leveled Krokorok, or very rarely a very high-leveled Crocodile. If you defeat them, they'll take you to your destination for free. But what's funny in this is that the reward money is essentially how much you should have owed them. It's all a profit. It's a nice twist they added into the games, just like the godly Kecleon that knocks you out when you try to rob a shop in the Mystery Dungeon games. I'm telling you, that Kecleon Umbreon is an Arceus in disguise. All of these small additions in X and Y just make the theory that X and Y were transitional games to the 3DS to help Game Freak prepare for a true 3DS game seem more plausible. And taking notes on X and Y's progress, hopefully Game Freak will know just what else to add in the upcoming Pokemon games. But anyways guys, that's it for this top 5 video. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and let me know your thoughts on these 5 things I talked about. Be sure to check out the all new Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire shirts. Rep your team as Team Alpha or Team Omega. These shirts were just launched as part of a campaign on my channel and you'll hear about that very soon. But if you're interested in these shirts, you can click on either one on the screen or click the links in the description to be brought to its page. And if you do end up buying one, be sure to take a print screen of the purchase page and tweet it to me. If you want to check out a video on the top 5 things Pokemon X and Y should have included, go ahead and check out the video on the left. You can also hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified each time I upload a video.